大大大家早上好，欢迎收看我们第3季的新节目 CHInoy Charts. This is where you get to decide where, what, or who we will feature on a list of top 3 every week. And today's CHInoy Charts, we will introduce the top 3 best noodle houses here in Manila. 挑设3家最出名的面家. At dahil ito ang ating pilot segment, we had our production team vote for us first. Pero huwag kayong mag-alala dahil next week, ibibigay na namin sa inyo ang voting powers, kaya abangan nyo mamaya kung ano ang ating category for next Sunday.
We'll be visiting 3 noodle houses that will surely tickle your taste buds on your next visit to Manila.
Ako, excited na talaga ang puntahan tong tatlong noodle houses na yan, ha?
我们还等什么呢? Tara, let's go!
Sa isang napakasikat na noodle house sa Alonso Street, Manila, ang napiling isa sa Manila's top 3 best noodle soups ng CHInoy TV production team. 飞华电视台在华人区选了其中3间最著名之一的面食店。
Yes, ma'am.
Kuya, sabi ng production team ng CHInoy TV, sikat daw dito yung beef noodle soup at yung beef hofan soup, di ba?
Opo, isang order naman isa-isa.
Tag-isa na lang po.
Namyen nampan!
Thank you.
Sige po.
The winning recipe for these egg noodles is that they actually include eggs to make them. Unlike most egg noodles today that are made with food coloring or egg powder, the egg noodles here use up to 35 eggs per bag of flour, giving it that distinctly authentic noodle experience. The soup is made from real pork ribs, just as it was first served up 61 years ago, which gives it the undeniably rich and salty sweet aroma that goes perfect with the noodles. 这个做法已经有61年的历史了，让我们吃过后难以忘怀。
Now we get to taste one of Manila's top 3 noodles. Excited na ako.
Sir, yung noodles po.
Yan na!
Mainit ha?
For you?
Thank you!
Beef hokan noodles.
Alright.
Grabe, una pa lang yan ha, panalong-panalo na talaga.
Kaya talaga deserve niya maging part of Manila's top 3 best noodle soups. No questions, hands down.
Alam mo, tuloy ngayon nag-wonder ako kung paano pa kayong dalawang noodle houses na pupuntahan natin, di ba?
Yup, I must agree.
Pero number 2 na, puntahan na natin ang next. Next stop is a bustling restaurant in Dasmariñas Street,
whose noodle soup was voted by our production team as one of Manila's top 3 noodles.
Tara, puntahan natin to find out how it compares. These noodles entered the top 3 list because of the sheer variety available. The noodles are cooked just right so that they're springy to the bite and are complemented very well with mouth-watering toppings such as roasted duck, soy chicken, fish balls, asado, and the unique variant jiajiang, which is slivers of pork drenched with a perfectly balanced sweet spicy sauce. The noodles are then served in very generous servings without sacrificing quality. 这间的汤面很特别，所以吃过后还想再吃。
Grabe siya rin. This is really satisfying.
I know， 我真的了解为什么这座餐厅的面条能获到我们马尼拉的 top 3 best noodles 其中的一位，对吧？
So ano siya rin? Kaya pa ba? Ang lalaki ng servings.
Kakayan to for the pursuit of good noodles.
Well then, let's go to our noodle house number 3 that rounds up our list of Manila's top 3.
Tuloy na. Hindi pwedeng matapos ang Manila's top 3 best noodles nang hindi binibisita ang isa sa mga sikat na noodle houses dito sa Benavides.
There's no doubt this noodle house is as historic as our first entry.
And I'm really excited what this noodle house has in store for our viewers today.
This historic noodle house has been regaled Filipinos from far and wide with their best-selling favorite original man.
Wow! Masubukan na nga. With a long history behind it, these noodle soups started the popularization of Chinese noodles here in the Philippines. The legendary noodles that started it all. These noodle soups gave birth to the name Mami. The noodles are still done exactly the way they used to back in the day. Hand mixed, rolled with their signature long poles, and manually cut to preserve the famous texture and the look of this historic dish. This process also creates the characteristic trait of this institution's noodles, that they keep their texture and shape despite long periods of being immersed in soup. Making the noodles is just the first half of the story. The other half comes with how they are meant to be eaten, not just in typical bowls of soup with chunks of meat, but with a famous sauce that is also used to complement their famous siopaw. The top 3 list of Manila's best noodles could never be complete without including this bowl of Mami. 它拥有悠久的历史，很多人吃过它的汤面，都说赞，也是侨社3大著名的汤面之一。Grabe， 今天CHInoy Charts 介绍的 Top 3 Best Noodles of Manila， 个个都很好吃。
Yes, we started off with an established and respected noodle house, then to a bustling new one, then capped off today's CHInoy chart with an equally respected and historical noodle institution.
And of course, start pa lang yan na dahil we will be featuring more Top 3 lists here on CHInoy Charts.
下个星期由您观众朋友们选啦。
Yes, you will be the one to decide kung ano ang ipapakita namin here on CHInoy Charts.
Well, next week's chart is all about the best top 3 Chinese films of the decade 2000.
To vote, you just have to visit our official CHInoy TV Facebook page and answer our survey.
Well, that's all for this week. Make sure you vote for next week's list.
Tune in again next week for another edition of
CHInoy Charts.